Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. And we've came too far to give up now. We came too far from where we started from. And we ain't gonna give up. Giving up is not an option. I learned that. Giving up is not an option. We are here for God's kingdom building purposes. We are here to press on and keep on pushing. Hallelujah. Get on the good foot. Whatever you got to do, honey, to get the breakthrough. So, God showed me that. God showed me God is greater than anything. A great mind is a terrible thing to waste. It really is. And God gave you a great mind. You have a great mind. And God, your great mind in God is greater than anything. It's greater. God created everything. So what you need, you need God. That's what you really need. You really need God. Honey, I'm gonna tell you something. I get so excited in the Lord. I get excited. I get hyped up. And when I get hyped up, there go my voice. There go the octave. Just like, when you go into a concert and up there on the stage, he hyped up by the audience. She hyped up by the audience. They get into the flow. And then there they go. They done gone with the flow, with the crowd, I'm telling you. And they on the go up there on the stage. So that's kind of how I am. I get real excited in the Lord, honey, and what God is doing, how God is moving. I'm so thankful and grateful to just even be a part of something as beautiful as grow. To know that God gave me a great mind, not to follow up behind somebody, be led in the ditch, where we both shall perish. No, to sow, to grow, to lift people, to rise, and to let you know you're not here just to be going through. That's not why you're here. You're not here just to be working 9 to 5, get off work on the weekend and kick it and go back and do it again. That's not what you're here for, honey. You're here for God's kingdom building purposes. It's a reason you're here. Even people who have failed by oppression, even people who we lose along the way, we carry forth their legacy. They were here for a short time, but the time that they were here, they brought so much joy. I'm telling you, so much, like just a ray of sunshine, and then they're gone, failed by oppression. And we're left to carry on. We're left to carry on their legacy. See, because they wouldn't want us to give up. They wouldn't want us to just fall out because they gone. We have to carry on. It was difficult after my brother passed to get through it. It was very difficult, to lose someone like that. And then on top of that, I'm grieving for my mother at the same time, to lose her son. I couldn't even imagine. I can't imagine that. I haven't went through that, and to any parent who has went through that, my heart is with you, truly. I truly feel for you. I'm truly sorry. But what I'm asking you, in God, is to carry forth their legacy too. What did they want? What did they want? What was important to them? Carry forth that love. That love was there. That love is there. That love is all out there. That love is everywhere. God is love. But see, we done forgot, many of us, where we done put the side. You got to remember where that side is. I had to remember what that love was for me. I had the love for the world. What was that love for me? I got to love me. So I can love. I can't not love me, but I can love you. I don't love me. I don't care about me, but I love you, and it was like that. It was like that for a long time because I didn't love me. I didn't honor me. I allowed someone to just do me any kind of way, be a part of their twisted up dreams, until I put my foot down finally, and when and even before, when you're dealing with folks and you tired of dealing with it, somebody got to get off the merry-go-round. Somebody got to have some stopping sense. And when you ready to get off, they ain't ready to get off yet. They ain't ready to let you off. They want to keep spinning it. Keep spinning it and see if it's going to go a different way. Spin it this way. Then we're going to see if it's going to go a different way. See, because The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. You're going to spin the merry-go-round this way. You know what the outcome is. We're going to be dizzy off into spiritual warfare. But see, we need to go the right way. See, you spinning it the wrong way. You putting your spin on it. You got to spin it the right way. You got to spin it righteously. You got to spin it in God. Turn it over to God. Turn it over to a good thing, godly thing. When the king pulled up to me, he bumping and thumping at the park. I went to the park for peace. All other parking spots, he pulled right next to me and went to bumping and thumping. I didn't feel like moving. So I just went ahead and put a godly beat to it. Just a little godly spin on it. Just turn it around for good. Just turn it for good. See, because you could go there in the spiritual warfare. You can go there and clown there about any little thing. But look. Time is short. We ain't got a lot of time here. And we here for God's kingdom building purposes. We ain't here to get all off in the foolishness with them. We ain't here to be a part of it. We here to be a part of the solution. Not to be a part of the problem, but to be a part of the solution. Not feed the flames, but put out the flames. Stop, drop, and roll out the spiritual warfare. Hey, you over there. Get out of there. Get out of that mess you about to put yourself in. You about to do the slip and fall. Get caught up over there. Look, it's a whole lot of foolishness going on right now in the world. It really is. It's a lot of foolishness. A lot of people want to take some folks back here. A lot of people so scared of the critical race theory. They so scared, ducking and dodging the critical race theory. Then you ask them, well, what is it that bothers you? But I don't know. I'm just scared of it. See, what they don't want to know it's time to grow. They don't want to know. See, some folks just want to stay divided. Some people just like it like that. Don't make just leave it alone. We don't want to know. We know, but we don't want to know. We know he know, when he came up in with the robe on. They know. The kids know. But see, what they need to know is time to grow. It's time to sow. It's time to rise. It's time to turn from that. It's time. We know where we've been. It's time to grow from that. And while we're fixing up some stuff, we need to fix up the injustice and the mass incarceration, the horrible atrocities that's going on down there in Ohio. We need to shed some light down there. Beam the spotlight on the prison system in Ohio. See, they already throwing them in there, treating them like animals, feeding them like animals, beating them like animals, killing them like animals. Look, I'm going to tell you something. It's time. It's time to shine. That's what it is. It's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom and over them prison systems down there in Ohio and all where the mass incarceration's at. All where the injustice that we shine, the light gonna stay on Missouri, where Kevin Strickland's still locked up in prison. There's no mercy shown to him. And he's been found to be innocent. It's a whole lot of Kevin Strickland's in there. So we getting ready to shine some spotlight. The light getting ready to shine there. We getting ready to grow. See, this time is a little bit different. God don't need all that publicity out Jump Street, on Jump Street. God don't need all that, like the jump out crew. God don't need all that. Look, we growing up quietly. We growing up quietly in God, just like the spirits was doing in that house. I'm telling you, they were quietly on my side, speaking to me, telling me what to do. So I had to quit drinking so I can hear them, know what's going on. Well, who talking to me? Is it what? Wait a minute. So, see, I had to know. See, that's what it is. You got to know, and God is greater. That right there. To let you know that God is greater will automatically bring any buzz right back down. To know that God is greater than anything. Hey, look, I created that. Why you say you need that? You need me. So, look, turn around to God, honey. That's what you need. You need God. Turn it around and give it to the Lord. Lord, I'm over this. God gave you a great mind. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. I used to remember that when they used to say that. That's wrong, true. Honey, please. See, these old little sayings and different things, they stick. When the United Negro College Forum come on there with that commercial and say a mind is a terrible thing to waste, I always thought about my mind. I don't want to waste mine. I'm gonna do something with mine. You best believe you ain't gonna see me on that kind of commercial. I'm going to do something with my mind. We gonna rise and reach greatness. We gonna sow love. Love, not hate, will make the world great. God, Dr. King told us when he was here, He said he had the epiphany. He said, I just want to do God's will. Somebody asked him something, and he turned around, look at him, and said, I just want to do God's will. That's it. That's what we gonna do going forward. I just want to do God's will. So, when they ask me, that's what it is. I just want to do God's will for God's kingdom building purposes. I'm telling you, we ain't got God in it, honey. We losing. We're on the losing end. See, we got to get God in. God is already fighting the battle for us. We just on the sideline. God is fighting the battle for us. Look, when they were fighting in the Civil War to fight to keep slavery, that's how bad they wanted it. They were willing to die for it. When they were fighting to keep slavery, the Battle of the Hill Republic was written. And when Lincoln heard, he started crying. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a force that's stronger than us, that's driving this movement. God has been going since the beginning. We know that. But even back then, God drove him in. God drove him in office because all up to then, the 16th president, they all had slaves. Slavery, was abundant. That's what was going on. Critical race theory, all races are critical. That ain't no theory. It's time to grow. Different skin, one love, one God who created us. Look, you can take my liver, you can take my heart, you can take my kidney, you can take my blood and live. But you mean tell me you can't stand by me, you can't stand to look at me, and all my organs I can donate and give them to you and you'll be all right. But you can't stand to look at me. Oh, something wrong with that. We need to grow. It's time to rise. It's time to sow. It's time to link up and lock up, kings and queens. Come on. We the keepers of the dream. We are. And his dream is our dream. He didn't have a dream by himself. His dream is our dream. We're going to roll on full steam. Love, peace, and soul each and every day on this soul train. Each and every day. Not just Saturday. Each and every day. When you went outside on Saturday, you sure thought about it. Love, peace, and soul. We had fun then. Had fun back then. I'm telling you. It's the oppression. The oppression is the reason. The oppression is the reason all the evil and hate is going on in the world. It don't discriminate. Evil is not racist. Evil come up in all different color faces. You don't have to be doing anything. There goes some oppression. Just coming your way. You all caught up what kind of car you drive. You running it back and forth to the car wash all the time. Rubbing on the wheel, pulling over the side of the road to rub the wheels down. You done went through some mud. You all caught up in that car, honey. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. What about who driving the car? It ain't the kind of car you drive, it's who driving. What kind of soul driving that car? Because I'm gonna tell you something, oppression can come any day, anytime, and take that car away. Then what you got? Do you got God? See, because God ain't caught up in things. God ain't worrying about the next big thing. God is it. God is the great thing. God is always the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. We got God and God got us. And we are over anything. Anything in this world. Ain't nothing over us. Don't nothing control us. Don't nothing run us. I remember when he picked them clothes off of me. He picked up that messed up wig for me. I ain't never changed colors. I just stayed with black because I'm so dark. Don't nothing else look right on me. So, I just stayed with black. And one day he got a wild hair and decided he wanted me to be a redhead. Honey, look, I'm just saying, I'm trying to get fixed up, twisted up for him. I'm looking in the mirror. I don't even look like me. Just look crazy. That's how I'm saying. He just want to take my mind. I ain't got no mind no more. You the wife. You supposed to do what I say. You do what I say. Where it is. Put this on and smile. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't control nobody but ourselves. That's who we control. That's who we here in control of. We're in control ourselves. Don't allow nobody to run you. Don't allow nothing to run you. Ain't nothing over you but God. Do whatever you do it in righteousness. Do it unto God. Do it in righteousness. Do it righteously. We have to. Do the right thing. Always, kings and queens, do the right thing. We just remember that. As you're growing along, we on the journey over here. I get excited, honey. I really do. I get excited because we on the way to the breakthrough. We about to rise. We climbing up. We coming up on the rough side. Might be growing up on the rough side. But I tell you what, we coming up still. Peace be still is going to be God's will. We're going to keep on growing, keep on rising, keep on sowing, keep on building, keep on touching, keep on lifting and growing in God. We got to, we got to. So we can get the breakthrough, honey. So when we go up, we're going to win because we got God. You're going to win it. You got God in it. You got to put God in it every day. Not just, put God up on the shelf on Sunday or go deal with him when it's time to go down here to the usher boy with me because you already know he want to be head usher. He want to be telling folks what to do. He want, people get into titles. And titles don't mean nothing to God. We all a prophet of the nations. We all are prophets. God ordained us all. We all prophets. You're ordained. Go forth and preach the word of love. That's it. It's love. It ain't about money. It ain't about nobody's money. Bring ye the tithes into the storehouse. Okay. So it also says, so my house shall have meat too. That's what it said in the word. Don't leave that part out. So my house will have meat too. So what you do, look around you. Who don't have meat? Go give them some meat. Go feed them. Go help them. Matter of fact, take them some vegetables. Cause see, meat, it don't necessarily mean meat. Take them some vegetables. Take them what they need. See, because the body is hard to digest meat. You be in there, the body, it be in there tumbling around, trying to digest it. And then in the meantime, all them chemicals in there. Them cancer-causing chemicals. So be careful all that meat you eat. You don't need a lot of meat. I learned that too. As we growing on the journey, our bodies were not made to process meat. But it tastes good. You like it, and you like your hamburgers and cheeseburgers and stuff, different things. But honey, you learn, you live and learn, I had it my way for all these years. Now I'm going to do it God's way. I'm going to do it righteously. I'm just going to be an example, a role model to me, to myself, and pray that my light shine out to help someone else, to lift someone, to let you know you are not alone. You really are not. God is there with you, and so am I. Just put me on the podcast. Turn the podcast on. www.growprogram.org, honey, and we on the journey. So you just gotta work with me. You really do. I'm your BFF. You gotta work with me, and I get some things done, but honey, I gotta work in God's time. I got a whole lot over here at Grow headquarters at the lighthouse. A whole lot of light, whole lot of different irons in the fire. I'm doing a whole lot of different things, and it's just one me. Okay? And the ancestors, the beloved spirits are behind me. The souls are not resting. They ain't sleep and resting while the evil up doing. What they sleep from, what they tired from, what happened. They ain't sleep, honey. I'm telling you, when they go down, they go from a physical death to a spiritual birth. And they are around us. The Holy Spirits are all around us. I can stand here in this lighthouse and kids be asleep here, all kind of running up and down the steps, banging in the hall. Ain't nobody out there, but just the spirits, sliding the window up. They ain't slid it up since I put that stick in there. But I'm just saying, how does a window slide up by itself in a 100-year-old house? It don't. So, greatness. God is greater than anything, than any force, than anything that you think you need. God is greater than anything, any fear that you may have. God is greater than anything you put over you. God is greater than that too. God is the breakthrough. Give it over to God. Let the sun shine in. I'm telling you, let the sun shine in. How I go? I'm thinking about the fifth dimension. I love that group. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It is. Honey, we growing. We growing in God. Everything that had happened from then to now, it's been a journey. We growing in God. What I went through in my life to be a testimony for you in your life, to help lift you, to help lift me as I'm lifting you. So we all can be lifted. Not to lift one, but to lift us all to the world, to God, because this world belongs to us. It don't just belong to one. You can have all the money in the world. You can run the world, but you don't run the world. You can think you running it. You can think you got it going on. When you leave, the world staying here. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. That's what we got to use, honey. Got to use wisdom and discernment. You have it. And decide. You got that too. Take the reign and grow, and sow. Sow love some more. Keep sowing. Keep growing. Keep rising. Keep lifting. Keep touching. Each and every day. You are the lighthouse. And the light is within you. And Dr. King told us, light drives out darkness. Darkness can't drive out darkness. You can't use fire to put out the fire. You got to come in with love. Take that rain and soak it up. Soak it up with love and watch some love grow. Watch that harvest that's coming up. When will there be a harvest? It's coming up, God. We got the sod. Pass me some more sod. I love you. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Be lifted too. Be lifted, kings and queens. Keep on keeping with the dream.